Good afternoon, Britannia, and hello to the rest of the world. Welcome back to 2C TV. I'm Maya 2C, and this is your latest update on the absolute state of this country and the Western world in general. We have a document for you guys, which we will be exposing. We'll go through the details, every single page. There's only a few pages, don't worry. And we're going to explain exactly what it is and why it is important. I can also confirm that the authorities and the Metropolitan Police have been informed about this, and they are apparently on top of it. Whatever happens, we'll find out. This is about Palestine Action, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, a lot of action. Okay. I fully understand, in a free society, people have their point of view. They have their different causes, different campaigns. I get it. Even if you want to be supporting the Palestinian cause, you're free to do so. Absolutely, fine. It's okay. We'll have a debate. But treason is not nice. Intimidation tactics, not nice. Targeting people, not very nice. Okay? So, this document is what they call the underground manual for the people who want to get involved with Palestine Action. Essentially, it would teach you how to do the targetings, how to identify targets, what to do about it, and how to deal with authorities, security, and everything else. So we're going to go through the different pages, and of course, we will get your reaction in the live chat as well. This is scary. All right. Step 1. This is the first page. Okay. Create a cell. Of course, you need to create a cell. It's very important. A cell is an autonomous group taking actions without detection as part of Palestine Action underground. To build your cell, it is crucial that you only invite trusted people to take part in it. You don't need loads of people either. Who writes this? What sort of... Okay. Keeping the cell small, making it more secure. 3 to 5 people is an ideal number, but just one person taking action on their own is enough. Really? Okay, fair enough. So, create a cell. Step 1, apparently. That's just the beginning. Step 2. Pick a target. This is in Britain. Now, it does say check out the next page to find international targets. Now you've got your cell or yourself, it's time to pick your target, they say. Head to our website to find the list of secondary and primary targets who enable and profit from Israeli weapons industry in Britain. All right. There is another way. If you have a problem with the Israeli weapons industry in Britain or any sort of trade we have with Israel, you can create actual campaigns and maybe even political parties and stand for election and become politicians and change laws if you want to. We still have that mechanism. You don't have to do this, but okay. If they want to do it, let's talk about what they want to do. Check out the targets. So picking a target in Britain, right? And of course, picking a target internationally as well. A starting point for research is to make sure you're using, can you see? I know that the fonts are very small. You're using YOUR, not the apostrophe with an E, YOUR. You're using a secure browser. Did they not do proofreading? Genuinely, when I first saw this, I thought it was supposed to be a parody or something. But I actually checked out their website. They do exist. It's a real thing. It's crazy. All right. Anyway, step 3, prepare for action. Okay. If picking your target didn't get you excited enough about your new venture to, I can't take this seriously. I still can't take this seriously. Let me just go back on the website because this is bad stuff. There is if you go on the PalestineAction.org, there is the actual tab. It says Underground Manual, which they've been taking seriously as well. I just need to double check again. Yeah, it's actually real. Okay, so just had to double check. I triple check. I've already double checked this, but just in case, When preparing for action, knowing your target and doing an effective, obviously all this stuff is important and information. Anyway, then on the right-hand side, what do we have? Key information to find out. Places to park. It's important to know exactly where you're going to park your car. Security. How many security are around? Are they stationary or moving around? This is like some sort of video game, like Hitman or something. Inside or outside, or like Grand Theft Auto. Inside or outside the target, CCTV, what is surrounding the target site, estimated time of arrival for police, police patrols, fences, barbed wire, access points, alarms. Check all that before you do all this. What is going on with this? Anyway, then step 4. It's getting serious now, guys. It's getting absolutely serious. Plan your action. Well, that's good. Types of action. Oh, wow. Extinguish your target, spray paint, smashing windows and exterior equipment, block their pipes, break in. Think big. Hang on. So the first few bullet points made sense. They're action points. Okay? And then at the end, there's another thing you could do. Think big. That is the vaguest bullet point ever. So what? Just sit down in a corner and be like, I'm going to meditate for a while. I'm just going to think about big stuff. Let's do that. But it does mean just tactics. But be creative, I guess. These are so weird. Plan your action, okay? There are different ways. Foot, bike, car, route. Route? Okay. Public transport. Imagine. Because you have to cover up your face and, with all the equipment, spray paint. Imagine getting on the London Tube. Where are you going? It's just a Halloween party. Now it says how to get to the site and leave undetected. Now, once you've decided what tactics you're going to use for your action, you'll need to plan how to get... I don't think you need to include this part, how to get to the site. I'm pretty sure people know how they're going to get to the site. Either public transport or car or bike. Okay. Also, car is bad for the environment. Have they not been told about Greta Thunberg? Plan your action again. Crucial elements. Roles and equipment. Face covering is key. They do love the face nappies. Absolutely. Your clothing is dark. Your trainers are very plain. Why? Your clothing is baggy. Why? Your whole body is covered. Oh, is it like burqa? Just wear a burqa. It'll be easy. It will cover all that. Baggy, plain, and your whole body will be covered. Or just wear a burqa. Why do you have to put all these... Too many words. Just say, wear a burqa. When taking action, never leave anything behind. Apart from your dignity, I guess. Absolutely nothing apart from paint and destruction. Police may try to forensically analyze any items which are left. So why is this allowed to happen? It's an actual website. It's a legitimate organization. The website is called .org. How are we allowed? They are literally causing mayhem. And the police have not done anything about them? Apparently they're on the case, but what does that even mean? They're literally promoting criminality and treason. Plan your action again. How much? Okay, the whole thing is planning your action. Can we do something else? I've already planned it. I know what to do, right? Okay, cool. Documenting. Documenting. Record. Now you've got your underground fashion sorted. Let's move on to how you're going to capture your action. Do not ever take your own personal phone on an action. But if you're thinking about how to capture your action, then it's worth getting a burner smartphone. You don't need to spend hundreds of pounds on this. You can get some really cheap ones from second-hand shops. Support small local businesses, guys. Yeah. Well, once you've got your burner smartphone, it is wise to have Dropbox account. Oh yeah, Dropbox. Just use Google Drive. It's better. Yeah. Dropbox. Okay, cool. And this is the email. You can send your videos to actions@palestineaction.org. Boop, boop, boop. Seriously, how is this real? It continues. This is so weird. Safe meeting place after action. Just go to the pub, I guess. Just have a drink, right? No. What if all goes pear-shaped? Prepare a safe meeting place. Ooh. If you all have to split up. Legal. Now, even though you're planning to get away, you must be prepared and take into account the risk of getting caught. Maybe don't do it in the first place, or don't publicize it. What are you doing? Also, why is, again, the police know about this. Why are they not doing anything about it? We recommend using Kelly's solicitors if you do end up... let's find out who these people are. We got solicitors, guys. Kelly Brighton, Hodge Jones, and Alan London. They all sound very middle class. Champagne socialists, guys. Step 5. It's still take action. You can't have every step saying take action. Adrenaline and nerves will be pumping through you at the same time. This is normal. That's what she said. Make sure you run through your plans right before taking action. Another time, they do love the word action. To make sure we're on the same page. The day has come. Your action is planned. You're all equipped and ready to go. Good luck, comrades. Sexy stuff. Step 6. Oh, we've finally moved away from planning. Oh, who's spamming? Someone's spamming. Okay, okay, let's get rid of spammers in the live chat. Thank you guys for letting me know. No spamming. Okay, bad spammers. Take action against spammers. Post action. You've just sabotaged a complicit company. At this point, you want to make sure to destroy all evidence. Remember to get the pictures off the burner smartphone. Remove the data and pictures. Edit out any identifiable points in the video, like faces or voices. And again, send us to the whatever. That's a lot of work. It's too much work. I've had the missions on GTA easier than this. Step 7, technology. Ooh, checklist, guys, checklist. Key information to find out. Where possible, don't use phones or computers. You just told them to get a smartphone, and you're telling him not to use phones. It's very confusing. Arranging meetings. Use Signal with disappearing messages. You need a phone to use Signal or WhatsApp. How are they going to message each other if they're not using phones? I'm very worried about these guys. They're going to get into a lot of trouble. Use Tor for online research. Stay clean. Oh, that's nice. Hygiene is very important. Stay clean, guys. Always shower. Use a burner smartphone for media. You just told them not to use a phone. Use a VPN. So confusing. And how to set up Signal. It's basically like WhatsApp. I don't get this. Okay. And then finally, step 7, security guide. Whee! What is a VPN? Explains what it is. And we could write a whole book on this subject. Oh, please do. Or just ask ChatGPT. But hey, firstly, it would be out of date by the time we wrote it. Okay. With the rapid change of especially, digital security, and second, plenty of other clever folks have, so this is not English. The grammar is terrible, the spellings are terrible. I refuse. I was considering to join, guys, but no, I'm condemning this. This is bad. This is naughty. Treasonous, criminal, cringy, bad spelling, bad grammar, and a little bit confusing. Don't use a phone, but use a phone. Don't do this. Cover your face and everything, but not a burqa. I don't know. Just wear a burqa. It's easier. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let's go to the live chat, see what's going on here now. What do you guys think of this? So would you join this group? It's funny, isn't it? Ian says that VPN is Israeli technology. Isn't that ironic? But on the one hand, they say we have to boycott anything that's basically linked to Israel or the Jews. Now they say, use VPN. Use all the VPN, guys. Oh, yeah. Eat kosher. Oh, I wish they had that. Post-action meeting. Find a kosher restaurant and eat That would have been hilarious. Why is the guide in English? Well, why wouldn't it be in English? It's in Britain. This is the Palestine Action group based in Britain. These are a bunch of champagne socialists and spoiled kids on trust funds with their Islamist friends who cause chaos. Basically, this is the same people who do all the other stunts. From Extinction Rebellion, Just Stop Oil, Antifa, everything. They just change the flag and change the banner and they just go out again. It's the same type of people, essentially. Skynet, this manual is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. Can't believe they're using... I know, they're using VPN, Israeli technology. But also, why is a manual sponsored? It's very confusing. Trump girl reminds us, free the hostages. That's the only action you need to take. Shadim says, translate from Arabic. No, these are British people. These are literally people in Britain. The group is actually British. They're like a bunch of white English Brits walking around with the Islamists doing this. Of course, it's going to be in English. Mr. Mensa says, handing over sovereignty to a foreign entity is treason, such as joining the EU, the WF, WHO, and of course, Open Society, George Soros, the Qatari state, IRGC, Hezbollah, Houthis. They're all the same. Do not surrender to anybody. Even if you were to surrender to the Israeli government or the IDF, that is also bad, naughty. Britain first, and everybody else second. Always put your country first. Or if you're watching from Denmark, Denmark first. Australia first. Everywhere you are, and wherever you are. All right, so try the truth is right. This is actually domestic terrorism. It's confusing why MI5 and the police have not already gone after them properly. They've been around for a while, guys. The spelling and grammar is like this slam email I get from China, or the Nigerian prince who is messaging everybody. Nigeria has a lot of princes apparently. It's very confusing. Spam emails. Super chat from Stephen. Thank you, Stephen, saying, how about F off to where you are protesting against? Yep. And Jim says, thank you very much, by the way, Jim. Biggest problem is London thinks it's the UK. Go north, there is 60 million more people that are the UK. We are sick of it. All the MSN is London-centric. I know. London does not actually represent the rest of Britain anymore. So those days are gone. But that also now applies to almost all the major cities and towns as they are changing in terms of demographic. Crazy. What is it? Someone talking about George Galloway. I lost the comment. Steve says, I get the impression that many want to protest for protest's sake. Yeah. Anything to destroy our culture, to bring down. I mean, there are people who, what we call, are professional protesters. They literally, regardless of what the cause is, they will just join in. Even if they're just walking around central London, they see a crowd, they just join in. It happens all the time. They are professional activists. And they never grow up. I think MI5, Rustic says, are not taking it down because they want us divided to encourage a civil war so they can build back better. Not because I don't think it will be the likes of MI5 and the intelligence that actually would want to be on the side of the globalists, because there is the thing about the establishment themselves, or even the deep state. They're not all united. Not everybody wants, the one world government. Each country, they're still clashing over everything. So you've got the actual those who believe in globalization and they want to basically create a one world government. But the deep states of, for example, the UK or even France or their states in America, and there are still those who also believe in their own states and establishment being in charge. And again, this is the clash. The most of the clash that we are seeing is not really us, it's not really on the streets, is behind closed doors when it comes to the establishments. The main clash is between the good people and the bad people, the ones who believe in nationalism and the ones who believe in disorder and globalization. It's just about who's going to win. Because there are definitely those, and I know some of them in MI5 and MI6, who are trying their best to keep Britain, and to make sure that they just keep safety and security and harmony in society. Because if the whole thing comes down, everybody will be harmed. And there are also those who just want to completely sell out. That's the main battleground. Not on YouTube. We have our own problems, obviously, on the street. Manusha says, I want London back. I know. Remember the good old days? It's gone. Moz says, that website is crazy. What will the government do about it? MI5 and MI6 must know. Yes, as I said at the beginning of the video, the authorities are now informed. Well, they have been informed. The actual GCHQ guys and MI5, they know. But the Metropolitan Police, their job is, in terms of counter-terrorism department, it's their job to keep an eye on them. But they have already done action. How many times do they have to do something for the establishment to take them seriously? The other problem is you need political will. If there is no political will, nothing's going to happen. So it's not the job of MI5 or MI6, obviously externally, or GCHQ to take action. It's the job of the Home Secretary and the Prime Minister to give them the direction, give them the order. If you're not going to get the Prime Minister or Home Secretary telling them what to do, they're not going to do anything. They're just gathering intelligence and information, but it's the job of politicians to lead, and they're not doing it. Barry says, Maya, wow, what has the cyber division of the police who had loads of our money spent on them actually doing? I don't know. I know running around arresting us for so-called hate speech. It's past a joke now. I know. Everybody's being disillusioned now, especially when it comes to the, again, the Metropolitan Police, especially. John says, Maya, are you uploading at a lower resolution? Could be a problem with my computer. I'm not uploading, it's a live stream, so others can confirm if the quality is good or not. I think it might be your computer, I don't know. Hopefully it's not affecting everyone, that would be even worse. But let me know if the connection is fine or not. I can't really do anything about it, even if it's bad. Anyway, have I missed any super chats? So many comments coming in all at the same time. Oh God, I have. Have I? Yes, I have. Crystal super sticker support. Thank you very much, Crystal, from the United States of America, for the super sticker. The whole thing is chaos, isn't it? So insane. Okay, we got confirmation. Resolution is okay. See, that's good. Stephen also confirms quality good here. What do you guys think about? Let's talk about this issue, because one of the main problems we're currently facing is, I think that there's a lack of definition when it comes to treason at this point, or any sort of what you want to call domestic terrorism, for example. You could argue, for example, Extinction Rebellion, while annoying, all they mostly do is just publicity stunts, and they come and go in small groups. Not that it's good, but they cause disruption every now and then, but it's not major disruption. I mean, perhaps if you allow them to do, they might do worse things. But these groups, I mean, even though it's the same type of people anyway, by creating the manual, the guidebook, and actually organizing and actually taking action, like all the stuff they've done, how is it that there's been no debate about it in the House of Commons? How is it that the media have not done any investigation? Do you think basically the establishment are completely complacent, or do you think that this is controlled and somebody is basically stopping the narrative, and then basically allowing this to happen? Either, obviously, some people's theories that they want destruction of the West, or perhaps the establishment want them to be exposed, to be free, so that they could mess up and make a big mistake, and at that point the establishment could have a proper excuse to do a crackdown. I'm just doing benefit of the doubt, right? The devil's advocate. Do you think this is a plot by the establishment to actually allow this to happen, so that they could finally tell the public of the real problem of Islamism on the far left? Because right now it's not convincing, right? A lot of people in the country, they're not taking it seriously in terms of the threats from the far left and Islamism in general. Still think it's controlled, personally. Yeah, first person says it's controlled totally. Hans Archive says, Britain is the most anti-British country in the world. It is interesting, isn't it? And yeah, I've said this so many times, especially over the last few days. We have comments on the live chat, people from different countries worrying about us. They are more caring about Britain and the British culture than a lot of our people. It's very concerning. Stephen says, our deep state are controlling these people. The deep state want a civil war. What else? Do we have any opposing views on this? There's a good reminder again. The treason laws obviously were watered down and dropped by Tony Blair. Although in 2009 that wasn't Blair's government, but yeah, it was Gordon Brown. Same thing anyway. Jerusalem Jim says, calm down and ban Islam. Keep calm and carry on and ban. I never used have hate for them, but it is growing by the day. Division is growing as well, which is bad. Jim, thank you very much again for your super chat, saying, how many of my fellow countrymen will send their kids to die in Europe? I served 12 years. My kids will stay at home. I don't want to think about how doom and gloomy the future is going to be, because we have to stay focused. We have to continue to fight for our values, individual liberty, life and freedom, and of course, British values and Western civilization in general, without being complacent. Of course, dark days might come. I mean, you think dark days are here now, it's going to get even worse potentially. We have to stay focused, because if you become completely pessimistic without any plan, then you've lost. It's important to acknowledge that things are not going well. But never give up, never surrender. Even if you feel that you've lost right now, you have to fight back. Otherwise, what's the point of life if you're not fighting for life and freedom? Anyway. Skynet says, I would never fight for this country now. Why fight for a country with people who openly hate you, making it no secret, and they are still allowed to stay? Well, it depends, because if there's going to be two options in a hypothetical situation where there's a conflict, I don't know, let's just say it's now the Eastern globalist puppets led by China and Iran, and this side, even though in our country we have a lot of nutters who hate us, and our government. You have two options. Either fight for the people of this country, the majority who still believe in freedom and British values in small towns and villages, or you could fight for China. I mean, you still have to fight for this country. That's what I always say. Never give up, because if you don't fight, then they're going to take over. That's the whole point. Anyway, so this was the latest update on these crazy people. Their Palestine Action. Of course, we gave you all the information about their guidebook, the underground manual. If you joined us late, feel free to rewind, scroll back to the beginning of the live stream. We went through all the pages as well. And make sure to share this video with everybody, because I think it's important for people to know exactly what's going on in our nation. I'm Maya Tusi, and we are the media.